You guys will not believe the footage I recorded and just never shared. So I'm going to try something new. How about I put all of those years of footage back to back, day to day, so we can literally see how my life and mindset have changed year to year. Let's go.
First a little fiesta, and then a little siesta.
You've always been.
And then a little siesta.
Morning. So I got back from the gym a little while ago, but I needed to log on to work. I've just made a bit of breakfast, some coffee and some pita bread with butter and jam inside. I'm so hungry and I'm so tired. Literally I was logging on to work but I feel good, so I think that will like keep me going and keep me awake. When my mood is good, I can stay awake as long as I'm happy throughout the day. If I feel like shit, then I will just sleep. Like I won't even be able to control it. My body is just like, bro, this ain't it. You don't need to be awake through this. Go to sleep. But I feel good, so we may end up watching Despicable Me. If not, I'll probably just watch some vlogs. I tend to just have my work on my laptop, and then on my personal laptop I'll just be playing something just as background noise. It's usually either Gogglebox if I missed it on the Friday, vlogs. I think Lisa dropped a vlog. Oh, and Aaliyah's face dropped a vlog. I've been waiting patiently though. Oh yeah, that's my mood board in the back, guys. Every once in a while I redo my mood board because I'm doing pretty well in, you know, when I want something I go and get it. So I'm able to take things off the mood board that I've accomplished or done. I believe I've shown you guys the mood board in the past. If I still have the footage, I would have uploaded it. But yeah, so it's a bit different now. I think right after my birthday, so like the end of March I did this, and it's now the 11th of April. So here we are. I always have that on there. Every once in a while, words will come to me that just make sense. I kind of have to have like little phrases that when I'm like stressed or like I'm trying to make decisions and I don't know what decision to make, it's like, oh wait, but that means I would go with that thing instead of that thing. These are all photography inspiration, so I really want to get in a studio. I just love this style of shoot, but I also really want to do a shoot with someone with coloured hair or coloured extensions, coloured wig, coloured braids, whatever. Anyone that has hair that's got colour, hit me up because I want to do a shoot. That's another idea that I've had. I won't even go into it. Hopefully I can just execute it. I'd love to do a shoot of things like hanging. I'd love to do a shoot of like jewellery and stuff, and also nails as well. Good thing to shoot. Vlogging, which I'm doing right now. That's Aaliyah's face. But yeah, I'd love to just vlog my daily life, and as you can see, she's just in a grocery store. Miss Bunny, I'm so sorry. You're in my bedroom on my wall because I need to learn to chop, and this will remind me, because every time I go to skate I'll start off being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn to chop today, like I'm gonna force myself to chop. I get scared and I just end up doing little swirls and crazy legs for the entire time instead of chopping. And I really want to be able to get in a speed skate. Oh, the women are really doing it in the speed skates these days. I say these days like I was in there back in the day and they weren't doing it. The women be doing it, okay? But I want to be a part of that. I can chop, but not, if you're wondering what I'm talking about roller skating. I can chop, but not confidently enough to be in a speed skate, going at that speed and jumping over people when they fall and making quick decisions. Like when I'm skating, I just find decision making hard, like on the spot. Like, rah, there's two people, this gap is closing. Am I gonna go through that gap and risk it, or am I gonna go all the way around this person? Like, But if you delay, then the gap will close and now there's no gap, or someone else will take that route instead of you and now there's no gap, and now you're gonna be bumping into everyone because you waited too long to get through, like, you know. So you have to make decisions quick. Or if you're in a speed skate and someone drops in front of you, you have to be, I need to jump now, otherwise I am also going to be colliding with this person on the floor. Like, you have to quickly make that choice and do it. I can do a little hop when I'm like skating forwards, like street skating. I can hop over like a drain or whatever, but I cannot be skating backwards like that and jump over a human being if they fall. But yeah, so that's like that inspiration. Studio, it's another studio shoot, just a pretty picture really, and just kind of like reminding myself that I'm trying to change my life. This is a new era for me. I really want to learn Spanish, so I've put this on here. The writing's pretty small, but it's even just a reminder of me to download an app and start learning. Fitness, because I want to be muscly and strong. I just want to be stronger, faster, like just a healthier, better version of what I am. I need to learn to drive and I need to get a car. Of course, all of these career goals I'm doing are so I can eventually have a financially stable and comfortable life, so that if I ever have a kid, they could also have a financially stable and comfortable life. So that's that reminder. Sometimes I forget like everything that I'm doing is really and truly for that, like, because if I don't get my shit together in my 20s, in my 30s, how am I gonna have a kid and support the child, you know? This is all like style inspo. I like this style, like this kind of grungy style. Flexibility, I really want to work on. We're not there yet, but that's a reminder to get to that, and this is how you can do it. I would like to move out and get my own place. Hair inspo. This is kind of like one of the things that changes really often. This has been there from the start because I eventually want to grow my hair out and grow it into locks. My hair was black and purple just now, and then I shaved it off. Once it grows a tiny bit more, I'm gonna dye it blue, and I want to get some coloured eyelash extensions to match my hair. That's a tattoo idea that I possibly wanted to get, because obviously that's kind of like nude for my skin. So that's kind of what it would look like. I think I've mentioned this before, but this is just what I look at if I'm really tired and deflated and, you know, not feeling too good. Then I read through this list and decide, you know what, I haven't done that enough, or I haven't done that enough, let me do it now. I'm trying not to buy too many clothes and like spend too much money, but I've realised jewellery is really what's like exciting me at the moment. I don't know if you guys watch Aaliyah's face, but when you look at her outfits, it's like, yeah, the outfit's nice. She's wearing like designer clothes, but she's not very like flashy. Like, she doesn't tend to wear loads of patterns, loads of colors. Like, her outfits are really neutral, they just fit really well, and then she's got nice jewelry. Her outfit is tailored well to her body, and then she's got jewelry to kind of make it pop, and I think that looks so nice. So for my birthday, I basically just asked for hella jewelry, and my family got me loads of nice jewelry. So I've kind of like done that really. That is a perfume that I really wanted to buy, and then I went back to the shop to smell it for a second time, and when I went back I didn't like the smell, so I don't know what happened there, but I want to buy some more fragrances and up my collection. Food, I've been eating healthy. Every once in a while I'll switch up the types of food that are on here just to give myself more ideas. That's like a staple meal for me, just salmon and rice, and then sometimes I make pico de gallo. I've never tried to make egg fried rice at home, but I kind of want to try it, so that's why that's there. And then I challenged myself the other day to try peanut butter. It's not terrible, but there's something about it that makes me feel a bit weird. I think because I'm so used to like all of my friends and my sister being allergic to nuts, so in my head it's like programmed that, oh, nuts are something that make you sick. So for some reason when I taste peanuts, it reminds me of vomit, which is so weird. It's so weird, I can't explain it. But it's the same thing with bleach. When we were little, if we ever like were sick in the house, my mum would clean it with bleach. So now me and my sisters, anytime we smell bleach, it reminds us of vomit. Like, it makes us just like, ugh, like it makes me gag because it just reminds me of vomit. I might need to just get used to the taste and like kind of reprogram my head into like, yo, this is food, it's not something that's meant to make you sick. This is like bedroom inspo. This also changes often. Previously I had the shoe wall that's behind me, but I did that, so I got to take that off. But yeah, so that's the wall. I do want to get a really big mirrored wardrobe. I want some plants to go in here, maybe some cacti, and then these are all like tattoo inspo. I think I really want, that sounds like, you know, babes. I know I want coloured tattoos, so that's why Kalani's on there, and I love her neck tattoos. I want something behind my ear. I'm gonna get Bailey's paw print. I've already done the print of it. I just need to get a tattoo artist to do it. I contacted one, but she's not very responsive. Like, she'll respond every once in a while, but not really send what you asked for type of thing, or not really confirm things, so I might need to find another one. Hair inspo, more tattoo inspo, more tattoo inspo. But yeah, so that's my mood board. and that just sits over on this wall, so when I'm like laying in bed I can just look up and see that, which is handy because like if I'm laying in bed and I'm not really feeling too good and I'm just being a shitbag, I can see this right across from my bed. And it's literally just a canvas that I've put like the pins through, board pins. Yeah, that's my inspo, period. Oh my gosh, I just dropped it. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to take you guys through my week. I'm flipping excited because Friday is Good Friday, which means no work, and then the Monday is Easter Monday, so no work. So we have a good 4-day weekend, so I'm just gonna power through this week. And I forgot to update you guys. Okay, so yesterday the shoot did actually happen. In the end, we kind of like scouted out the area just to see what it would be like. A lot of the models weren't able to make it in the end. We had our own plans to kind of still make use of the day and look around and see what the area was like and what locations there were for future reference. We did that. We took our own photos. I wasn't gonna shoot any photos, but my friend was dressed well, so we just took photos of each other, and he likes to take like landscape photos, photos of buildings, that type of thing, so he was doing that. We decided, okay, we've seen the area, we've taken our photos, let's go to South Bank and get some food, because neither of us had eaten, so we were literally so hungry. Literally, as we were leaving, we're like partway through our walk to South Bank, one of the models messaged me on Instagram and was like, oh hey, like I'm able to make it, I'm on my way now, can we shoot still, type of thing. Since she's on her way, I was like, you know what, like let me not be a dickhead. Because at first it was like, okay, well you didn't confirm or decline ahead of time. I'm kind of like having to get used to how to interact with people, because obviously as a photographer it's like, yeah, I'm just a girl with a camera, but at the same time this is a brand, like this will develop into my way of making money hopefully, so I have to be kind of stern in like, have you confirmed your shoot, are you coming or not, type of thing. Are you just gonna waste my time, are you gonna turn up on time? I'm kind of developing those boundaries as I'm learning. She said she was coming all the way from Kent and she was already on her way, so I was like, yeah, like that's fine, let's just shoot. So we went back to Bank, shot with her, and that was good. It was kind of like the perfect way for it to go anyway, because it meant that we had more time to just focus on her, and we'd already scouted out the area before she got there. I'd already looked at the area before the shoot, obviously, because preparation, but we knew exactly like this door we like, this wall we like, so we were able to just get her changed. We went to a cafe and she got changed in the bathroom, which is usually how location shoots go. That's how it was when I was modeling, getting changed wherever and whenever you can. I know a lot of influencers flipping get changed in their cars and stuff. I finished my whole roll of black and white film. It was nice, and it was kind of like good for me to have that experience of, again, I'm just a girl with a camera and I'm still like kind of developing and learning. I need to keep in mind that if this is going to be a way that I'm making my money, this is a brand. Like I am a brand as a photographer, so I need to have good customer service. I need to make sure she feels comfortable. Whatever she needs, I need to help her. I need to be able to direct if she doesn't know how to pose, that type of thing. Those are all things that I was reminding myself of, but obviously that's natural anyway, because you don't want to be a dickhead, like just be a nice person in it, but they might be a bit shy, especially on a location shoot when you can't see yourself as a model. After we shot, we basically just had a really nice spontaneous day. We ended up in central London. We went to Vapiano's and got food, and we went to Soho and got Snog, the ice cream, and I tried the coconut ice cream thinking, oh yeah, let me be good and not get dairy. Just had like a spontaneous day out, which is some of the best days, like just walking around and being like, oh, like should we go in here, type of thing. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed yesterday. I'll catch you guys when I'm, you know, doing something else and not sitting here working. My boss is off work, so I'm also handling her emails. I got shit to do, girl. Bye.
Are you filming?
Yeah, I'll just film myself there.
Yeah.
You like to that line? So bright. I can't believe you can sit on that now, it's crazy. in the morning because it's still half time. Ta-da! I finally got an LED light in my room thanks to my sister. She got it for my birthday. So I can have a party in here. But I just came here to show you guys my food. Oh, look at my teeth. It's been just about a month and they're all still there apart from one. Yeah, there was one there which is gone. That came off after like 2 or 3 weeks. I probably have food in my teeth, so sorry, I wasn't planning to show you guys my mouth, but here we are. They definitely last, so it makes the price a bit more worth it. Yeah, look what I made to eat. I made some salmon with a bit of teriyaki on it. That's why it looks a bit dark. Tasty, tasty. And then I just stir fried some vegetables, so sweet pepper, spring onion, red onion. I was gonna put spinach in there, but the spinach was off, so you know that has to go in the bin. I put some Chinese seasoning on it, soy sauce, seasoned the salmon with other seasonings, fish seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, etc, etc. And then this is some sticky rice because I love sticky rice, and I just put some sweet chili sauce and sesame seeds on top of it. I don't plate my plates very pretty or anything, but it's gonna taste good, so it absolutely is what it is. I find food looks so weird when you've got colored lights on. It like changes the colors into colors that don't look edible. But anyways, this is my night right now and I'm currently just editing some videos for you guys, some vlogs. Tastes delightful, mate. Absolutely splendid. I'm just writing down some editing bits, and I finally figured out how to format my SD card because they were doing this weird thing where I would video things on my camera and then try to put it on this hard drive and it wouldn't transfer, like it would come up with an error. But then if I tried to put it straight onto my phone, it would work, but my phone didn't have enough memory to hold the videos that I was vlogging, so it was a bit like, oh, like I've just got these videos and I can't use them. So I got a SD card reader. The brand is Anchor and I just got it on Amazon. It was like £39 or something like that, but they've got different ones. They've got cheaper ones that literally just have the slot for the SD card. I figured that out, so I'm learning on the job, mate, which is great. So more videos for you guys soon. At this point this has become a food blog but I just ordered Indian. Oh, I'm trying not to spend so much money on food all the time, but I worked really hard today. I worked late. I was so hungry because I didn't really eat lunch. What did I have? A Nutri-Grain bar. That was my lunch. So this is my dinner. Vegetable biryani with some vegetable curry, some chickpea and potato curry, and some onion bhajis. There's one of them there. I got a stuffed paratha as well. Absolutely delightful, and I'm just waiting for the sun to go down because I want to go and check out a new skate spot to see, you know, if it's somewhere I can practice that's not too far from home, but it's a car park, so I'm kind of just weighing it out to see if it will be less busy at this time. Hold on, let me turn this around, girl. I know I can always be myself. Hey, yeah, so I'm just waiting it out because I would ideally go to practice skating after work anyway, so I can see, like, is there a cute view, is there a sunset that I can skate to, and I just need to see if the floor is skatable and are there less cars at this time, because I would love to have somewhere just open and free and safe and accessible that's not so far from my house. Like going O2 Arena in Greenwich is fun, but an hour journey there and back, it's a lot sometimes. It's a lot when you're tired. Sometimes I'm tired, but I could push a bit of energy to skate because I enjoy skating. A skate would be nice to just cool down into the evening, but the travel to skate is not. It's just, I don't have energy for that part. And also it's a lot of money to be traveling all the time just to be on wheels. Like, I'm paying for wheels to be on wheels, you know what I mean? And it is Wednesday evening, so it kind of feels a bit weird today. It feels like a Friday, but it's not a Friday, and then it also feels like a Thursday because Friday is actually Good Friday, so Friday we have off of work, so technically today is like the Thursday of the week and tomorrow would be the Friday of the week, and Monday felt like a Friday, and I had to keep reminding myself, like, this is just the start, babe, don't get excited. That's the current status, but yeah, bye. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but there's road closures, so there's a lot of cars going one way, which is the same way I'm going. So if I go in the road, there's going to be cars like on my arse, so I'm just taking pavement for now. But yeah, smooth journey so far. Just waiting at the traffic light. Can I go? I think I can go. trying to like dodge people as well. A kid on a scooter nearly got knocked out by me. But lucky I could stop pretty fast when I'm going forward, so it wasn't a problem. I'm kind of used to like skating with my phone in my hand, but because obviously the camera needs to be like looking at the right things, a bit more pressure, and I feel like people look at you more, not only when you're skating but when you've got a fucking camera in your hand. So I'm like more aware of that as well. But I'm also kind of an I don't really care type of person, so it's not making me feel uncomfortable. I'm just like, okay, let me make sure I don't drop anything, because that could be awkward. If we're gonna do it right. I kind of want to skate in the road, but there's quite a few cars and buses. There's a lot of buses. I'll catch you guys when I get there. Ooh, did he went and there's a fucking motorbike. Okay, so there's stairs, but I'm not about to do all that. I know there's a ramp, but obviously I have to be careful because I think cars come up the ramp. Oh no, there's a ramp here for pedestrians. Let me take that. I don't know if it's smooth though. It's not terrible. Okay, let me take this. T stopping for life. I really should have walked this just in case, but I'm fine. Yeah, that's fine. I should go down that way. Okay, let's see. It is very, very smooth, like extremely smooth. It's just that there's quite a few cars here. How has no one skated here already? This is ridiculously smooth, smoother than O2. And there's no drains there. Okay, there's a drain over there. But for the most part, this is pretty damn clear. And there's lights, so when it gets dark, we can still be safe. This looks like a great spot for bags and speaker. And every time I like drive past here, the back part right here is always empty, and it's freaking smooth. Like, I can't even demonstrate how smooth it is. Let me see how, if my T-stops. Yeah, like it's kind of, it feels like almost waxy. That's how smooth it feels. But it's not to the point that it hinders you, like it feels good. This is a great spot to skate. To me anyway. It's a little dark in this corner, but not terrible. It can at least be a jam skating spot, do you know what I mean? So at least I found this now. You can see that there's a bit of texture there. So maybe if you're like chopping and you're not too confident, maybe don't chop over this part, but you can see that it's like that. The rest of it is completely smooth. And I'm still on a main road, so I don't feel too unsafe, but it is quite a big car park, so if something did happen back here, it might be a bit mad for me to get all the way back to the entrance, which is all the way up there. Personally, I would like to skate here. Skaters from South, if you want to join, please do, because I would love to practice like closer to home and not have to travel all the way to North London or wherever else to skate and like catch a vibe. So I've just been literally, anytime I see a car park, I'm like, what's the address? Let me look it up on Google. Let me do a street view search and see what that looks like. I'm just seeing what is down here. What is down there? That's another car park. That's another car park. There's a downstairs to this. How do you get down there? Fuck off. There's a down, bro. Let me not drop my camera. I'm trying to figure out like what that leads to, but there's, you guys can barely see, but that's lit up. I think there's another level down there. There's arrows up there, like the cars come from up there and go down, but I've never been down there. I don't drive, so I'm like, how would I get there? Okay, there's a passage over there. I'm like trying to mentally figure out what road I would have to go down, what passage I would have to take to see down there, but I don't know if I want to do that by myself while it's dark. Oh, look at the moon. Cameras really just don't do the moon justice. It's so rude. This looks great in real life, but for some reason it looks like a pile of paint in my camera, which is quite disrespectful. But my phone, hold up, hold my phone. Done up. Remember it? Motherfucker. Remember it? Don't make me giggle. On Sundays it closes at 5, so maybe that sounds like a great plan. Practice hours here on a Sunday. They close at 5, which means after work everyone can come here and have a little skate. Anyone from South London, have a little skate. And also, it's about to be bank holiday weekend, and they are closed on the bank holiday weekend, which means if I come here on the Sunday, there will be no cars here, not one, because the shops won't even be open. It would just be empty car parkage, empty square footage for my wheels to roll. Absolutely. If I'm not doing anything on Sunday, I'm gonna come here Ow, I just bit my mouth. Got too excited. I can roll from this road and come down here. So maybe if it rains, we actually have a downstairs. Oh, can you imagine finally having somewhere to skate in South London? I'm saying it like there's like South London's a shithole and there's nothing here. But but it's just a bit, anywhere that we found to skate so far has either been closed or we've been kicked out, or it's in South London but it's not really that close to where I live, so it's still like so I'm just very, very happy to have found this, considering I skated here and I didn't even bring shoes. I was that comfortable I didn't even bother bringing my shoes. Here I don't know why they've done that, but there's like a line of where the ground meets, so you'd have to be careful of that if you're gonna, you know, but there's so much ground anyway. It's potential, it's potential. I'm glad I came. Please don't hit me, sir. That's me, that's my investigation for the night. This is really what, this is where it's come to. Oh, I just can't wait till one of us is rich and we build our own rink. Because that would be great. Oh, black owned rink. Can you, oh, please, please, please. Can you imagine how sick that'd be? A black owned rink made by skaters for skaters. I don't know if Rolling Nation is black owned, because they do embrace the culture and there's a lot of black staff in there. Just more places for us to go safely, especially since there's actually quite a lot of young skaters. Sometimes I forget, like I'll be meeting new skaters or talking to skaters that I've already been speaking to and know first name basis, and then I'm like, oh yeah, how old are you? They're like 16, and I'm like, what? Excuse me? You're chopping like that and you're 16 and you're out just at night to skate. Better than be out doing that than doing other foolishness. So, but we do a good job of like looking out for each other and stuff, so we do what we can. I'm gonna go back home now. I'm just kind of walking around and rolling around. Last looks, it's giving smoothery, it's giving shine, it's giving bald headery. So that's what it's delivering for me, so I'm very happy with this. I changed my mind again. This is what we've gone with. Maybe it's this kid decided to cry for what feels like the past hour, but I was still in sleep mode, so I couldn't wake up. I was just hearing him in the back of my head and I'm like, why is he making so much noise? So I ended up having to get up out of my bed, out of my sleep, to go see what the problem was. He's having this weird phase where he won't go up the stairs by himself. I think he must have tripped going up the stairs at some point and now he's scared to do it. Can you tell I'm tired? As soon as I walked back to the stairs, he went up the stairs. It's like he just needs someone to be behind him so he knows if he falls he's okay. So we've done that a few times where he's been crying on the stairs, so I'll like make sure I'm behind him and I'll tell him, okay, go upstairs, I'm not lifting you up, you need to go upstairs by yourself, and he'll go up. And a couple times he's like dropped while I'm there and I've caught him, so I think now he's like, okay, if I get scared and she comes down then she'll make sure I'm okay, so I'll go up by myself. But it just means I've got to listen to him cry until I get down there. But you need to do it by yourself. If he's really desperate, then sometimes he'll just come up on his own because he doesn't really like being away from the pack, the family. Cry for a little bit and then all of a sudden you hear ding 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 ding, and that's him coming up the stairs. But yeah, no, this morning he wasn't having it. Look at him now. You tired from all that crying? Guess who else is tired? It's crushing my arm, but it's okay, you're not too heavy. I will need my arm back eventually though. To be fair, I was meant to get up at 6. I was meant to go gym. My alarm went off and I was just like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So I just rolled over. I simply rolled. I need to go back on it. I'm very aware that it's discipline, it's not motivation. So even when I'm like, I don't really feel like getting out of bed, I have goals and it's my routine. I think my routine is what gets me out of bed more so than the fact that I want to get fit and I want to be a strong gal. If I tell myself, yeah, but Quiana, your routine, like your morning routine is going to go to shit if you don't get up right now and go to the gym. That is what gets me out of bed, because when I don't have a morning routine, when I don't have a routine, boy, do I feel like shit. My sleeping schedule goes out the window. My body feels like crap. I feel like crap. and it's intense crap. It's not like, oh, I just barely got any sleep tonight. No, it's, oh my gosh, I do not want to do anything. I am exhausted. When do I eat? Because when do I sleep? And therefore, when do I do anything? Like, my whole life is upside down, bro. I have to remind myself, Quiana, you know what it feels like to feel mash up to the extremes. So get out of bed and go to the gym. Look at your tail. Come give me a paw. Don't show me up. Come on, give me a paw. Yay, good boy. Took way too fucking long. But it's okay, you did it eventually. Update on my little pedicure that I tried to do last night. Both my toes, my big toes, both of them broke. So I had to like basically file them down to nubs, which is why I ended up changing my choice of colour. The audacity of men. Why is your hand on me? At my chair and table, sir, get your ass. Probably gonna sit in bed and maybe edit some photos. I've got some images for my friend to edit for her portfolio for an agency, which is quite exciting, and they've come out really nice so far. And my images came back, the black and white shoot that I did, and those came out nice as well. It's definitely taught me more about the film, and I do want to shoot it again, and it's really nice, and it's so grainy, which is what I love. Yeah, exciting. Yeah. Sometimes I finish doing something weird and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Am I okay? I've been talking for 12 minutes. I just don't know how to stop talking. Guys, let me know if I talk too much in these videos and I can snip it down. But at the same time, I kind of like people when they vlog and they're just like, you can tell that they're just unfiltered chatting. Like, I know I chat too much and I know I take long to get to the source of the story. But yeah, this is me. This is me. My skin's getting a bit better as well from the first few videos I filmed. It might just be because it's coming up to summer, to be honest, because I haven't really dramatically changed anything with my skincare. I've just been using the Fenty line, so the Fenty cleanser, toner and moisturizer, and then I put bio oil on top. And I was doing that before, but I do need to get an esthetician or whatever that word is. I need a professional to tell me about my skin so I know what I'm doing, but I haven't yet. Look at my legs. Ooh, it's giving fitness. My legs used to be like damn near the same size up here as they were down there. And then I just had a tiny ankle. But the gains have been gaining. They're not as gainy as they will eventually be, but like, you know, we've got visible muscle, visible quadri. I need to work on my hamstrings and my calves though. I literally haven't done my calves once. They're there, but I think a lot of that was kind of there before because my mum has quite big calves. What I'm going to do is open the curtains, get some sun. That is what influences me to stay awake and start a good day. When I see the sun, I'm like, yeah, it's begun. Ready, let's go. Let me even show you guys some of the photos. Some of my favourite ones are actually the ones that we took while we were waiting for her to arrive. They're just so like candid, like just natural vibes. They're with my friend who doesn't really like taking photos. So anytime I get a good photo of him, I'm like, here, look, see, it looks good. I find it exciting when he posts it himself because I'm like, yes, that means you actually liked it. Bro, start modelling, like. I just love doing that for my friends, like when they're like, oh, I just don't look good in photos, and I take a banging photo of them. I'm like, bro, look at yourself. I think this is my favorite one at the moment. There we go. Yeah, I just love that. I like that there's not too much detail in the background because his bag has got texture to it and the camera's facing the lens, but his teddy's looking away. You can analyze a photo till the cows come home, bro. It's like back in the day doing English lessons. One thing I did learn using this film is that it has strong highlights. It brings out the highlights, so you have to be careful that anything that's darker than the lightest thing in the frame is not too dark dark, like the contrast isn't too hard, given that we black. That sometimes is our skin. So in the way that she was wearing a white top and then sometimes against a light background, she looks pretty dark. The background is pretty neutral because it was a light wall. Her top is very bright because it was white, and then her skin is quite dark, and she was pretty much the same, if not a tiny bit of a darker shade to me. So I know she's not that dark in person, but the camera has made her look really dark. So if I was to shoot a dark skinned person wearing white, what would that have done? It might have just made them barely visible. So I need to be aware of that, because a lot of the time I'll buy a new roll of film, and what I'll do first is I'll look on YouTube and I'll look on Google to see what that film looks like, what kind of color it gives, what kind of contrast it gives. And a lot of the time it's white people obviously that are in the photos on Google, so I always have to bear in mind, like, okay, the photo looks really balanced with them, but it will come out different to how it looks with the white girl on Google. Do you know what I mean? So I have to be aware of that when I'm shooting, but obviously that's not a problem. I think every photographer should know how to shoot different people the same way that hairstylists should know how to do different hair. I'm looking forward to learning. I'm just gonna lay here and possibly get distracted by TikTok, but for now I'll tell you that I'm editing some photos. See ya, peeps. He's so baffled, he doesn't even know where the noise is coming from. I know you're protecting the house, but right now you're just distracting me from my work. Look at his booty. When he barks, his booty toots. I'm gonna go get some lunch since I'm now distracted. So I've just set myself up for a photography class, a Facebook training. A woman called Samantha, I believe that's her name, Katz. She's doing a training on the 4 secrets to a successful photography business, where she's basically teaching how to monetize your photography business, how to find clients, the best strategy to promote yourself in an effective way that won't even feel like work, and a simple process to learn how to price yourself. Good luck. Smile. Enjoy yourself. My friend can't make it to the live, so I'm gonna try and vlog or video the live on my camera so that I can send that to him later. I think she's in Bali or like US or something, but there's basically 2 time slots that she's done so that people from Europe can join and people from the rest of the world can join. I've got some orange juice, I've got some Ritz biscuits because I'm kind of hungry, but I didn't start feeling hungry until literally about 15 minutes ago, and that's not enough time to cook a meal. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I don't think that's something that she specified on her Instagram or on this thing, so all I know is it starts at 7 and good luck. Basically, I'm assuming it might be like an hour. I'm hoping it's not longer than an hour and a half, because I kind of want to live my life, but if it's beneficial, let it be 3 hours. Let it be as long as it needs to be. Oh, and it was free, main part there. It's free training, so that's why I just thought let me join it and see how it goes. Period. Good morning. I just woke up. I'm very happy, as you can tell. It's Monday and I'm not at work. No slavery. Woo! No slavery tomorrow either. I just love that for me, honestly. I think that's what I need. That's what I need and that's what I want. I had some weird dreams and I had a lot of them. And I was getting up to go to the toilet constantly. I think at one point it was like I got up to go to the toilet and then an hour later I got up again. I was like, geez. And every time I was desperate, but that's my life. But yeah, eventually I woke up, opened my eyes to Gordon Ramsay on my TV shouting at people with their dirty restaurants. I said, yes, we've made it. Comfort TV is on and I don't have to go nowhere. I made me a coffee with some Bailey's whipped cream on top. I'm not sure what I'm gonna eat. I might just have a waffle. I don't really feel like having a big breakfast. I ate pretty late. I think I was making spaghetti bolognese at like 10 o'clock. It was pretty late, but I didn't want to go to sleep when I hadn't eaten. For some reason I'm quite, not strict, but I'm quite like aware of that now. Like, you haven't had breakfast, lunch and dinner, like you need to at least do that. That's your bare minimum. So I will try to do that for myself. I'm just gonna edit, basically. I was editing last night while I was eating my dinner. It was the clip of me in March. It was the clip of me talking about the situation at work, talking to the camera for 40 minutes straight. My whole break time was just me explaining and also like ranting about, I wouldn't even say ranting, to be honest, because does ranting have like a negative connotation to it? When you rant, are you being slightly unreasonable? Like, are you overreacting? I don't think so, actually, but I do think it has a negative connotation to it. I was basically just talking about what was going on at work with the whole infestation and the cold, like just the fact that I had to run home for my break because I couldn't use the bathroom there. So to wake up after editing that and not have to go in, can't lie, it feels good to just be in like the comfort of my own home. My hair's grown so much, guys, look. It's just so funny because no matter whether my hair's in locks, whether my hair is out in curls, it grows the fucking same. It grows like evenly, like very much even. So this and this is the same length, but obviously this is attached to my head at the top and this is attached to the bottom of my head. Like, if you were here, we'd be the same length, but you're not. So now I've got this layer of hair here and this layer of hair here. Your head is round, so it gives you this weird kind of like mullet tail, snake tail looking scorpion situation. But never mind, she's cute anyway. She's got length vibes, don't play with her. It's just when that length is behind me, it's giving, where'd it go? What happened to it? Where you said you got left? Where is it? Joyful, joyful. Well, I've got fur on me because I just picked up Bailey. I really do need to do a run today because I didn't run at all last week. Yeah. And I don't want that to become like, oh, you haven't run in 2 weeks. It's just that my runs now are half-hour runs. Like, I have to do a 28-minute run next on my schedule. So I'm just like, ugh, who's trying to do that? But that's actually not that long. That's quicker than me going to the gym and doing a workout for sure. Sometimes I'd spend like 2 hours in the gym just having fun. I'm also trying to weigh up if I should cancel my gym membership altogether. At the moment, I've put it on pause because I'm boxing, I'm running, at work I'm constantly lifting things. In the boxing classes, we don't just box, we're doing like conditioning, so it's hella squats, abs, cardio. Although I do want to go to the gym and lift weights because I do want to like build muscle, I'm just not in the headspace to train myself right now. I like being trained because I'm just going to be paying for it and not going. If it was a case where if I don't want to do an outside run, I could go to the gym and do it on the treadmill, then cool. But we have a treadmill in the house, so it's like now I have no reason at all to go to the gym. And I've been in contact with a tattoo artist, but she hasn't replied. Oh my gosh, she literally replied at 1 AM. Yay! Okay, so it looks like I'm getting tattooed on the 30th. Wow. Wow, when I'm in a good mood, things just, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get my laptop started up. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. Now it's great for reality. Hey. Hey. Oh, someone put me in the studio. I swear it. Oh. I came to the realization maybe like 2 days ago now. Anytime someone asks me, well, when people used to ask me, what do you want to do when you get older? I never used to have an answer for it. I didn't fucking know. I just make something up on the spot, right? Anytime people ask me now, what's your like dream job? What's your dream career? I don't have one because my answer is I don't want to work. I don't understand why people want to work. Like, what? Unless you have a passion on one particular thing and you just want to do that no matter the circumstances and it works out great that that thing is going to earn you money, fair enough. Maybe you want to be a doctor because you're really passionate about helping people. Maybe you want to be a carer because maybe you grew up in care and you want to be someone who, you know, can do that job well and help other people. Maybe you like drawing and you want to be an artist. I don't know, right? But I don't have a single fucking thing where I'm like, yeah, I love this thing so much and I want to do this as a job. There are so many things, clearly, there are so many things that I like doing. A lot of them creative. Exhibit A, I'm talking to a camera. I don't want to do any of these things singularly for the rest of my life, and I don't want to have to depend on that one thing to make money. The idea of work in general. I just hate that concept. I absolutely hate that concept. What I want to do is just live a comfortable lifestyle and constantly learn new skills, constantly learn about life, constantly learn about other people, travel, see the world, have different experiences. That's what I want to do with my life, but that isn't a job. Or is it? Because isn't that what content creation gives you? I thought, hold up, fam. If I did content creation, I could do whatever the fuck I wanted, because all I need to do is film it and that will make me the money. Like, that's literally what content creators do. They dart about doing all these different things, trying Pilates, trying boxing, driving a new car, going on a trip to a new hotel, and all they need to do is film it and that makes them money. That's the job that I've been describing this whole time, and I'm literally filming my life. Why did I not realize that? And it's funny because it's like, obviously I've thought of the idea of doing like YouTube or making content for money, but I've not taken it seriously to be like, if I really think of this as a career and I actually do my research and try to make this the way I make my money, that could be the dream life that I'm describing. I've just not thought of it that way. In my head, me filming is just another one of those things that I enjoy doing, and I just do it automatically because I like it. Like, I can't believe this whole time I've just been describing the life of a content creator while I make content, and I've not thought, Quiana, why don't you actually try and make this your job? Granted, it would be difficult, I think. I don't know if I'm really one of those people who automatically makes the type of content that will just attract people. I think there are some people, I could name a few that I know personally, who, if they were to pick up a camera and actually just film regularly, the way they talk, the way they see things, like their comedy, the cadence and the way they talk, like, they will very quickly pick up an audience and people will love that, and they will very quickly be able to make a viral moment. I feel like there are a lot of people, Susanna, that can do that, yeah, if they wanted to. I don't think I'm one of those people. I don't see myself that way. I see myself as someone who, I'm just an open book. I like to talk. I like to connect with people. Like, people have told me they find me calming, or I don't know, that I'm just kind of like, I'm chill. I don't know, but I don't think I'm someone who, I walk into a room and I'm the entertainment in the room. Like, I'm someone who you'll see walk into the room, you'll notice me, but I'm quiet and I keep to myself, type of thing. And if you come over and you talk to me, then you'll realize, oh shit, like, she's got layers to her. But you're not seeing that as soon as I open my mouth, as soon as I walk in the room. So I don't think I just immediately attract audience. I might attract attention, you might see me, but you don't know what's going on behind all the layers, or like all the different things I do, until you have a random conversation. You're like, oh raw shit, like I like that stuff too, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know how easy it would be for me to really actually try and turn this into a job, a career, but it just dawned on me. I was like, what the hell? This is the life I've been asking for. Am I dumb? Why didn't I think of that before? If I want to stop boxing and I want to pick up Muay Thai, I can do that. You can go get your bum waxed and that will be your content. I don't have any plans to actually work on that, but it's a thought in my head now. All this time I thought I was describing a life that just doesn't seem to exist. Whenever I say like, I really hate working, like genuinely, I really don't want to be here. This is making me sad every time I wake up and I realize I have to get up and go somewhere that I don't want to be. That is making me so upset. Like, I feel like I have no choice over what I do with my life, and people are like, well, you don't have to work. Okay, so I'm just gonna starve and not have any money. I'm not going to be able to help my mum with the house. I'm not going to be able to buy anything to put fucking clothes on. Like, yeah, I technically don't have to get up and go to work, but where will that lead me? Like, you have to work in order to survive in this society. So it seems crazy to be like, I really hate working. I really don't want to do this. Monday to Friday being somewhere I don't want to be. That is wild to me, but it's like, what's the alternative? I just couldn't imagine there being an alternative to that. Content creation is actually the alternative. That's your way to have freedom and make money out of doing what you want. That's the only thing I thought of. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get to editing. I'm just enjoying talking, so I don't want to turn the camera off, but Bye.
That's a big up friend Irie.
Well, we got 4 tins, but Tom's googled it.
Okay, so I am in Clapham Park, about to go to a skate event from Wavy on 8. It started at 2 and it's like 3 o'clock now, so I'm kind of hoping there's not too many people there so I can like just enjoy the space before like everyone arrives. But it does look like there's quite a lot of people. But they might be basketballers though. I've seen quite a lot of people just carrying basketballs around, so I think because it's hot, everyone's just out, like everyone's out in summer clothes. Pretty busy in the park. So I just got McDonald's. I haven't eaten at all, so not the smartest, considering I'm going to be skating until like 10 o'clock. Well, that's when it ends anyway. Sometimes we end up going to another location after to skate more, so we'll see. But if I get tired, I'll just leave early. It's quite a lot of flies. Like, this is like the first experience of like, okay, it's getting hot and now it's coming to summer, so it's a bit weird because like, a couple days ago we were all in coats and hiding from snow and rain and Saharan dust. You know, when you have to kind of like get back to like, oh yeah, this is what summer's like this is what I have to prepare for. So I'm just kind of finding my way. It looks pretty quiet. I can see about 10 skaters maybe, which is nice because I can just, if I know anyone, I can just say hi and then kind of do my own thing. Ooh, my chest is glowing. I brought my film camera and I bought a Portra 800 and an Ultramax 400, but I haven't decided which one I want to shoot yet. I wanted to take like some self-portraits when I was at home because I quite like how my face looks. Weird thing to say, but I feel like I look kind of like just simple, elegant vibes. So I wanted to take a self-portrait, but I couldn't decide what film to put in the camera. I was like, what if I put in a film and then I get there and that's not the film I want to use, because then it's like it's stuck in the camera now. So I have to commit to whatever I put in, so I'm just gonna go and see. Oh, they've got a sign up, that's nice. It's kind of cool, like every event, seeing how like Wavy on 8, Watch My Rules, how they all like kind of develop, and like each event there's like more decorations or they put something in place or there's games. So it's like really fun to come back and see how it is. Yeah, even the pitch is different. I think they've like redone the court. There's like benches in the middle of it which weren't there before. But I guess that might help us because then there's like an area where we can skate and then all the basketball people can be on their court type of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go. And I will show you guys some footage later. But this is the court. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Alright, cool. Thank you. And I was thinking about having to just take so long. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Bring out the same thing today.
I don't know what film to show you.
What you got?
I got Porsche 800.
You're recording. You know you're recording.
Yeah.
You're my people, them.
You might end up on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Oh, your thing. Oh, you're wasted. This is more for like darker settings.
Yeah.
So use this.
But then I've only got one of these left, so I'm like,
I can give you one of mine.
it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Girl, that's money. Don't be handing out food.
I wouldn't even fucking do that. I don't know if it's similar to this.
This is complicated.
Mine's complicated. Yours, you got bare numbers on your thing.
Oh, so basically it's an exposure triangle.
First a little fiesta, and then a little siesta.
Good morning. Ooh, it's actually so hot. Wow, and bright. Oh, today is the day after the Clapham Skate event. It was so good as usual. I don't even know what else to say about it at this point because the events are always just like the same good vibes. Like it's just, how was it? Oh, it was good. Like we just, we have fun every time. But yeah, thank you to Wavy on it for organising that. It was nice. I think I ended up leaving at about 10:30. 10:45ish. At that point it was starting to get a bit colder, but it still wasn't uncomfortable. It was just like my head was cold because I'm bald, obviously. My head is like the first thing. My head and my neck get cold straight away. Today I have been inspired to buy some new bearings because every time I watch a speed skate I'm like, I get so excited. If you guys ever see me on the side of a speed skate, I'm there like dancing and listen to the music and smiling and gritting teeth as if I'm skating, but I'm just there on the side. Like I get so excited, so I just can't wait until I'm able to speed skate. Oh, Quiana, stop being scared and fucking do it. Yeah, literally so many people kept saying to me, Quiana, why aren't you going to skate? Why aren't you going to speed skate? They're doing a women's one now, go in that one. Like, and I'm just like, I can't believe people when they say that they think I could speed skate. You guys want me to hurt someone? You guys really want a casualty because I don't believe I'm ready for a speed skate. I can barely chop in that cycle when it's slow. My wheels are incredibly dirty, and when I got my skates, I think I got like ABEC 9 or something like that. It wasn't really a great bearing. Not that that really changes your skating all that much. It's about like the skill of the skater obviously, but I just feel like I kind of want to upgrade my skates a little bit, and that will kind of like boost my excitement and my confidence a bit more. I'm just kind of chilling today. It's Saturday. Yesterday was Good Friday, so it's Saturday, and then we've got Sunday, and then we've got bank holiday Monday. I think it's Easter Monday, so I feel quite relaxed. Like I don't feel like, sometimes even if it's the weekend and it's like, oh yeah, it's time to relax, I don't feel relaxed because it's like 2 days is not a lot to relax. Like imagine going on a holiday and only knowing that you can only stay in this lovely destination for 2 days, and the second day you have to spend preparing to leave. Like it just doesn't feel as relaxing as if you had a whole week. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about weekends. I hate the idea of Monday to Friday being like the rubbish days, and then you only get 2 days of niceness, but really one of them isn't that great because you're just preparing for the rubbishness again. I hate the way society works, man. That's one of the reasons why I feel like working for myself would be great, because if I wanted a Wednesday to be a Sunday, it could be. If I wanted a Tuesday to be a Saturday, it could be. The days of the week won't have any kind of connotation to them. They'll just be days of the week. But equally, if you do have your own business and you're working for yourself, every day might just be a Monday. Besides the point, I just sat down. I've made myself an English breakfast, kind of. I discovered that I actually don't mind having pancakes with savoury food. I tried it with, what was it, waffles or something. I've tried something else like sweet and savoury before, and it just, I can't get with it. I don't know how people eat like chicken and waffles or like bacon and pancakes and stuff like that. Or I think I tried it with pancakes before, but I tried a different brand of pancakes. These ones are like Warburton's, like the proper pancakes. So, and I'm challenging myself to eat an egg because, like I told you guys at some point, I think I don't really eat eggs. They kind of make me feel a bit but I'm trying to up my protein and just eat a bit more in general. And then I made myself an iced coffee. delightful. And I'm drinking some water because I was flipping lightheaded when I got home yesterday. I got that McDonald's. I was eating the chips for a little bit and then the chips started to get cold. So in my head I was like, oh, the burger must be cold as well. So that put me off eating the burger. So when my friend got there, I was like, do you want to share the burger? And he was like, yeah. So we shared the burger. And then for the whole day, I kept thinking, oh, maybe I should eat. And then I kept thinking, oh, no, well, no, I've already had McDonald's. Like I had a whole meal of McDonald's. Surely I don't need to eat. And it was only when I started like feeling lightheaded on my way home that I was like, oh wait, I didn't actually eat the McDonald's because I shared the whole thing. I even shared the chips. I shared all of it. So I didn't actually eat a whole meal yesterday. I ate half a burger and a couple chips and I was there skating in the sun, and then I wasn't drinking too much water. I was like sipping every now and then because I knew I was thirsty, but there's no toilets like around where we were skating. There's like little portaloos, but I really didn't want to do that. So today I am feeding myself and hydrating myself to the limit. Annoyingly, I think I've got work to do, like work to do. I could just not do it, but I'm rolling my eyes because when you work for like a company and people don't do what they're meant to do and it then falls back on you, it's like, ugh, but that's what's going on right now. We had something due and I have to work in a team, but the other people in the team did not get their part done. So now it's rolled over into the bank holiday and what we need to do is due literally the moment we get back. That's not going to be enough time to finish it off. So I kind of have to log into the laptop and see like, have they sent it over yet, type of thing, which is really annoying. And that's another thing that's making me just want to work for myself. Depending on other people is just so annoying to me. It just feels like a disrespect to your time and your energy. Like, I need to put my glasses on. I keep forgetting to wear them. But anyways, I'll leave you guys. I've been talking for a while. I hope you guys are doing well. Bye guys. Would it be crazy for me to get boot liners for the inside of my bowers so I don't have to wear 3 pairs of socks or stuff them in plastic bags? Is that stupid? I don't know. Like, why don't we just do this? Maybe there's a reason why no one's done it. You know when like no one's done something before, so you're like, okay, there must be a reason why no one's tried this. Like there are many skaters. Surely either someone's done it before or there's a reason why this is stupid and no one's done it. I don't know. I mean, I guess if your skates are like the exact correct size, then you can't get a boot liner because it would then make your skates too small. But if you're already stuffing them with plastic bags and socks, surely your skate is a little bit big anyway. I'm gonna leave it for now. But if anyone sees this and you're a skater and you think, oh Quiana, you hit the jackpot, your noggin's noggining, let me know, because this might just save us from having to stuff our boots all the time. Oh, I guess, okay, one thing is that bowers already have a tongue and like a front to them and all of that, so you're gonna have like a double tongue. So really all you need is the shoe part. Maybe this is too much to then put inside of a bower, which would then kind of mess with the amount that you can move your ankle. Okay, I think I figured out why it's dumb. Okay, ignore me guys. I thought I was onto something, but actually it's probably stupid. Robbie. Is that a bird?
Bird wow.
I thought I saw something. Oh, I nearly got that. Thank you. Sanitizing. I should have bought like little snacky bits, but yeah, all I had was protein bars. I don't think that really fit the vibe. Squeaky squidge. That was the worst ketchup application I've ever done.
That's right.
Yes, please.
It's missing it.
Hmm?
It's missing it.